Hey everybody, Phantom Shadow here. Welcome back to more Pokemon Violet. We're about to go into the final area. Hey, over here. This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Miraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that it finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our two new teammates should be waiting for us inside. Guess we should head in. The way home. Kinda dark in here. Hola, Chris. Arvin said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle some awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you come in handy for times like this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten. But more importantly, why is it so dark? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. Last time I was here, the electricity was up and running. Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. Seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system's controls. Oh, it's you with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey, we never actually got to talk. I'm Nimona. You must be some kind of tech whiz. You like Pokemon battling? You sure talk way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good at tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Chris. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you. She is surprisingly old-fashioned like that, and of course everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include Mabostif, cooking, and biometric identification in process. Hello, Chris. I've been expecting you. Seems that you've gathered quite the group of formidable allies. Who are you? That's my dad. Probably. Professor Turo? Nimona and Penny. I thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Such an honor to meet you in person. Maybe not in person exactly. Did you tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down to the Great Crater. You can reach the lower chamber by using the elevator. Dad? Please proceed. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. I wonder if the professor's any good at Pokemon battle. Turo used to be really famous. Everyone knew who he was, but he hasn't been in the media in like ages. Guess we better proceed. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted. It opened for us automatically. Not quite. Looks to me someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you'll be above Area 0. You brought Miraidon with you? I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Miraidon's gliding capabilities, you should descend into the depths. What, isn't there like an elevator or something? And did you say it could fly? When you reach the bottom, I'll get in touch once again. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. Can't wait to see what Pokemon live down there. Let's go. That girl is like incapable of fear or something? Guess we better go too. Can't see anything but clouds. How far down does it go? Look, it's even higher than looking down from the top of the lighthouse. Ready for the worst? Good, that's all we need to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours. What's the matter with it? Scared of heights? That's what I'd say. No wonder. No need to be scared if we all go together. How does that logic work? Get on. Wow. I was expecting a big cave system. And now I'm back here again. Think I might have died once or twice there. What's wrong? Chose to go back? Probably just hungry or something. Wait a second, where's that student council girl? She's gone? You don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. This place is amazing. Come on. I guess your ability would be own tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Vital signs within normal range. Seems you are able to make the descent unharmed. Sure, smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that? That's good. I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dad's sarcasm detector needs fixing. You are worried about us? That's so sweet. You should make your way to the Zero Lab, at the deepest part. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks, installed on the exterior. On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that are constructed inside. At each station, you'll be able to disable one of the locks. Do so to make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable 4 locks and get to that lab. Sounds kind of gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, let's get to the deepest part. Cool music. So this is the inside of the Great Crater. Feels different from seeing it in our textbooks. It's so intense. Normally we'd never go out here and... Wait, where'd Miraidon go? Seems like it got spooked or something. That's not good. Can we even get back up to the surface? It should be alright. The last time I was here, we caught a flying taxi out of the crater. They come and go. Why didn't you call the professor if he was down here? Do you not get along? None of your business. No need to bite my head off. Why are you getting so huffy for? Come on, you two. This is an adventure. Let's have a good time. Going a little bit too fast there. So we need to find those 4 stations. I hope that one's the first one. Come on. No needs for a safety net. Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. This must be one of those buildings. Yeah, what were they called? Rations? Research stations. Well, I was close. Wow, you have a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. What the heck is that? The Pokemon Love Primera uses. I didn't know it was a species that could be found here. Come on, Chris, let's take it on together. Cool battle music. Well, that takes care of that. And I didn't even have to do anything. Are there gonna be a lot more rare Pokemon like that down here? You think that was something? Please, you've got no idea how terrifying this place can be. Patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's just head inside. Wow, ancient ruins? They look far too recent. Appears you reached the first station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying the area. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Chris, if you would be so kind to disable the first lock. Lore? Thanks to my prototype Terra Orb, I secured corporate funding for my research and made a laboratory in the lighthouse near Cabo Poco. And someday though, I'll return and resume my study of these crystals. We determined the energy crystallization is linked to the being we call the interlocking hexagonal plates that comprise blank shell must somehow cause this phenomenon, which I dub terrestrializing. I think that's it. You want to press the button? Who wouldn't? Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining stations. It's like a teleporter. Neat. Okay. Okay. I never saw my dad in my whole life. Is it time for the backstory reveal? Penny, shh. He was always busy with work and hardly ever came home. I cooked for myself, cleaned for myself, and Mabostov was all I had to talk to. So yeah, I really didn't know him at all. I tried not to think about it too much, but the truth is I'd rather just have him be a dad. I haven't seen him in ages now. He used to send emails sometimes, but he appears out of the blue and wants us to come to Area Zero. Some family, right? But it's not like we're here to judge or anything. I'm sorry about that earlier. I shouldn't have snapped at you. Nah, I was giving you a hard time. Sorry. My name's Penny. You're actually pretty nice. Don't call me Pipsqueak. That's the spirit, you two. Last time I came to the Great Crater, I was trying to go see my dad. I got about this far and got attacked by some kind of creature I'd never seen before. What kind of Pokemon was it? It wasn't even like a Pokemon, it was like a metallic machine thing. You sure it wasn't like a Pokemon, a little more robot-y? Yeah, I'm sure it was completely different. It hurt Mabostov real bad. I don't ever want to run into that thing. It was that strong, huh? I really hope we get to see it. That's what I figured you'd say. You're real tactless sometimes, Nimona. Second research station. About time too. Let's head in and take a breather. Thought you'd have a bit more stamina, Student Council. I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment. Hey, it's a Delibird. Good to see some familiar Pokemon down here too. It's so cute. What the? Chris, battle time. Hopefully water can short-circuit it, right? Okay. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. Some kind of mechanical-looking Delibird. No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be safe to catch our breath. Seriously, what's with this place? Been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these. What's with that book? Monsters of Area Zero. As we descend further into Area Zero, we catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon, though wondered if the compact cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to Donphan, yet differences in its texture and the way it moves suggest it's biologically separate, to say nothing of it treads on iron. Monsters? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I really don't know. What do you think? I don't think they're regular Pokemon. Maybe. They definitely do look different at least. Haven't seen them in the Pokédex either. Suppose it's time for an explanation. Professor, some life forms you see residing in Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? That sounds awesome. Come on now, there's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I'm located, contains a time machine. Summons a future Pokemon to this place. So, the thing my dad spent forever researching down here? He actually got working? Indeed, the cost was catastrophic. The cost? Time machine. It can travel to and from the future? Theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, why'd you call us here? Arvin, if possible, I'd like to meet face to face. It'd be easy for you to understand once you see the situation yourself. Now then, please use the central panel. Can't believe I get to battle Pokemon from a whole different era. This is incredible. Can't be, it just can't. But then who? Seriously, a time machine? Feels like we just stumbled into a sci-fi novel or something. At last, I can resume work on the Terra project. I'll move my research to the Zero Lab this month. My team will be smaller, but no matter. The strong influence of the crystals makes our experience much more unstable. The crystal's power is tremendous. Their unstable output made our corporate backers fret. But if we can harness this energy, we can open up tons of possibilities we only dreamed of. At last, paradise can be ours to create. Do you want to press a button? Who wouldn't? Well done. Please continue. Hey, Chris. You know the book he told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place, or more like everything to do with it. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. A record of the expedition with the author, Heath, went on into the Great Crater. The book has the name Turo written on it in clumsy handwriting. Take care of it for me, okay? What are your parents like, Nimona? My parents? Normal, I guess. Are you serious? I even know your dad. He's the board of the Rotom company. How do you know that? Everyone knows that. He's famous. Nimona's actually pampered like a princess from a rich family? No way, that's not my thing. Though, yeah, I guess you could say the mother and father were like hands off. My big sister will probably take over the business. You call them mother and father? Well, that's some pampered princess stuff. What's your family like? My family is unbelievably annoying. Like, super overprotective? Just my dad, he's loud and clingy and makes up names like Pen Pen. He's the most annoying guy in the world. That's a real downer for your dad, having his own daughter talk like that. Don't you dare take his side. How about you? Your mom seems super nice. You met her? Yeah, got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made. Really? Wish I could have seen that. Feels like they wanted to have voice acting but didn't have time to put it in the game. Alright, another station. Nice, we get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100%. Penny, you're such a worrywart. Huh? See? Wait a sec, it's just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was a future Pokemon all along. You battled one of these before? It seriously looks strong. Yeah, well, Chris and I are old pros at it when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Have health. Okay. Thankfully, not so bad. And there it goes. See that? Victory's ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out for the Herba Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet those Pokemon before our crater get-together? Jealous. If we got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Turo doing anything to keep them under control? How could that happen? Yeah. Because our oh-so-brilliant professor it's not like he ever messes up. Come on, Chris, let's get to that station. And station number 3. How we doing after all that walking and battling? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? No, it's not like that. I've been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon here in Area 0 came to our time from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't he pretty likely one of those future Pokemon? Huh. I think you're onto something. Kind of giving off future vibes. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Arvin, you had a Miraidon's Pokeball. Can you tell us about its forms in the first place? You must know something, right? You still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's star pupil. Guess I got no choice then but to tell you. The Pokemon Miraidon, that is. He was found by my dad when he was working on the time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over. Professor, Miraidon, which I entrusted to Chris, was the first Pokemon successfully retrieved from the future. Seriously? Though its analysis of its genetic makeup as well as behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, and the Pokemon commonly ridden around this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're like family? The other one could be somewhere in Area 0, waiting to finally be reunited. Heartwarming family reunion? Exactly. Imagine how thrilled they'd be if they get their family back together after all this time. Family. That sounds nice. If we could proceed, please disable the next lock. Our time machine research has yielded a triumph, a Pokemon from the distant future. I named it Miraidon. I was expecting one new life to treasure, but what a fortune to be blessed with this gift as well. I successfully brought more and more future Pokemon to our time since the first one. I'm so close to creating a world like the one in the book, paradise where we three can live happily together forever. I must make it real. It makes sense considering Mirai is future in Japanese. So, Future Dawn. Well done. One more remains now. Please continue. That other Pokemon really is the only family it has left in the world. Must want to be together again, right? These plot twists really tug at the heartstrings, don't they? Not that I'm complaining. You can leave any wild Pokemon up to me. I'll have them beat in no time. So, Miraidon's a future Pokemon. No one's seen it before? You gotta let me battle it right now. It won't come out of its Pokeball. Right. That was the first I heard of it coming from the future myself. It was just some weird Pokemon my dad brought one day. We all lived together at the Lighthouse Lab. My dad made me promise to keep it a secret. That's why you know so much about it. But yeah, one day he just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. A few of the folks ended up seeing it and the secret was out. My dad took it and went to Area Zero. I guess that makes sense if people found out, it would be all over the news, and my dad wouldn't be seen again after that. Looking back on it now, it seems stupid. I felt lost after. I just hated Miraidon and everything about it. I'm sorry for not telling you this. You should be sorry. Yeah, sure, it's great to know. Dang, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at those huge crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere, waiting for us. That's fine. Totally fine. Alright team, watch yourselves. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here like the stories say. Yeah, this place is something from a whole other world. Makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me or the crystals give off the same glow as the terrestrialized Pokemon? There's gotta be some kind of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on everybody, let's get moving. Raid battle? No. So Miraidon came through our age through the time machine, and it lived a while with a professor along with another one. Seems to be the story. So if we brought it back home, kind of, it's like its second home. I guess the place should be familiar. That's great. A chance to unwind and bask. Not exactly the eager to come out of its ball anytime soon. Really, I thought it was just scared because we were so high up. It said it was scared of heights. Given how Miraidon was acting earlier, something bad happened here. Sometimes you get all shaky seeing a place. Nor did my class. Just thinking about school make me want to hide somewhere. Penny. Maybe it got hurt down here in Area Zero like Mabostiff. We can't be sure, but it doesn't change its battle form anymore, right? Think that possible? No, it's so sad. We gotta make it feel better. Mono, you're kind of unbelievable in a good way. Hey, there it is. Somehow that helped. It's like a fast travel. I wanted to drop down to a lower ledge, but this works too. Excuse me. Huh. Wasn't guarded by one of those weird future Pokémon. What happened? This place is a mess. Looks like something went berserk here. Well, but what? Hello, children. Professor, you scared us. Sorry. Why is everything all busted up? Sorry. Hello, children. Come again? Sorry. Hello, children. What the heck? Stop this. You're creeping us out. Hello, children. Restarting. The professor must be having some kind of weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it was definitely weird. If you meant it as a joke, it's not funny. My new assistant has intellect and technical skills to rival my own. A bit rigid at times, but I got no serious complaints. Productivity has doubled. We even brought in a second Miraidon via the machine, though this one is aggressive. I need more people, more time. That woman walked out not long after that boy was born. I need another set of hands, but who could be trusted? And how long would it take them to even understand? If it were only two of me. Press the button? Sure. All locks disabled. Ah, hello. Can you hear me now? Forgive me for my previous transmission. There seems to be some kind of signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean? The locks have been disabled at last. Please make your way to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom. There was seriously something off about the professor just now, right? Maybe it was just a little bit dramatic? What, that got you jazzed? Maybe even big time. We need to go see the doctor. It's just not right. Pretty sure that call was really... Never mind, it's nothing. What's wrong, Arvin? You seem kind of down. No matter how things turning out, I'm counting on you, Chris. I'm trying to save my resources before the final boss. Or whatever we're about to face. We finally reached the deepest part. We made it. Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are real? Yeah, right. It's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? Oh, wait, doesn't it look like the whole place is about to be swallowed by crystals? The crystals here possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize their performance of machinery. It's the same energy that allows Pokémon to terrestrialize. So the entire building has been terrestrialized? That's what you're saying? Don't be silly. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from crystals down here in Area 0. Indeed, though many not know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the lab should be open. But once you open the gate, you'll be quickly confronted with a dangerous Pokémon inside. It'll likely make a break for freedom. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves and open the gate. You've got me and Chris here. Doesn't matter what we're up against, we'll be fine. Well then, that puts all my worries to rest. Open the gate. Hold it. Where are we We're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. If it's true that there's a bunch of dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we have Miraidon now? Yeah, if Miraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that would be a huge help. I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted us to let us ride ever since we came down to Area 0. It can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate all the Herba Mystica we found. When it really matters, I'm sure it will fight. And Area 0 is where it used to live. Bring it out of its ball now, maybe it will be able to find its family too, right? Pretty sensible by your standards, Arvin. I don't know. Go on, Chris, let Miraidon out. Alright, come on, Chris. Now we got Miraidon ready. It's time to open the gate. Family reunion. It's happening. No way. Something's not right. What's wrong? You really bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We're this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. For real? Just look at him. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that one's not exactly its pal. The other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back to your battle form, I'm sure you're gonna go toe to toe against that jerk. If you want to. Sorry, I guess that really doesn't help. Do you think the other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon that Professor warned us about? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from the inside? You mean from inside the gate we just... What the... We're surrounded. Pretty obvious they're not here for a friendly welcome. There's no way we can handle this many. Don't tell me, they're all future Pokemon? We got a little disaster on our hands here. Even that fellow's ready to bail. Guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Chris, let's do this together. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Why are they coming at me? Chris, help me out here. Good thing it's not my Pokemon. The future must be terrifying. They're running away. And? If those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait. Hold on, Nimona. Why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? Hope those two can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. We gotta deal with what's left. Let's go after this one. Alright. See, the power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, thanks to our Titan hunting. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face that other one? Well then, let me take on some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. So Chris, take your partner there and go and take care of business. Glad to see you got some faith in us. Mobosif can't wait to battle. Miraidon, you really ruined my whole childhood, you know? It's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits will make me feel any better. You got amazing powers, if you just use them. And you've got us too, so don't you even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave and fight. Good, we got full healed. Confusing equations and phrases scribbled all over the whiteboard. Human presence detected. Deactivating sleep mode. Huh. Hello, Chris. Thanks for coming. Back in your ball. One is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area 0 because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid there is something for which I must apologize. I'm not the true Professor Turo. I'm an artificial intelligence the professor created, imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I'm an AI-powered robot. The true professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station 4. The Pokémon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for Miraidon to survive. That's why he threw himself in front of your Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Chris, the reason I asked you to come with me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Truly a great relief to me that you came. I'll answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you want to know? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left him unable to sustain life. I'm afraid that this fact may be difficult for his son Arvin to accept. Now I manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. The computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all my thoughts and actions. The result of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not in fact possess the knowledge to develop such sophisticated AI at present, but the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such thing possible. They are also why I can't leave this place. The time machine is a device from the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and I can draw them back here to the present. When he was alive, the professor had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon to this time. Is there anything else? The original professor had a dream of a world in which future Pokemon might live alongside present day. But these Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future, and this power had proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say such destruction is part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is working to keep future Pokemon from escaping the rest of into Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear to break through that barrier. Eventually, they'll break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem will be trampled. I may have been created as a copy of the professor, and yet I can't seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Chris, you've become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you've gained to destroy the dream Tura once cherished. I appreciate your willingness to help. We've reached the lowest level. Behold, this is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. To stop the machine, you'll need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Violet book. It is very like the Professor to put the final key we would need into that book of all places. He loved that volume ever since childhood. If you place the Violet book upon the pedestal here, you'll be able to stop the machine. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I'll most likely attack you. Artificial being that I am, my own desires cannot be overridden by programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I'll become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon the analysis of all battles carried out by various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokémon, however, I believe you can win. Once you've readied yourself for this fight, please place the book on the pedestal. Confirmed, Professor Turo. Initiating emergency shutdown. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It's up to you now, Chris. AI Turo switching to sleep mode, activating offensive protocols. Please, defeat me. Last, my dream is within reach. And you're not getting in my way. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of the gods. Do you imagine the best wealth data at my disposal within your human brain? This is the power of the distant future holds. Splendid, isn't it? Now, this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand a future Pokemon's weaknesses? What? Some sort of error has occurred here. Recalculating critical damage. I wasn't sure what was happening there, but I think it was good that I stopped the recording. Okay, that's good. Everything is proceeding within my expectations. I'm afraid the probability of you winning is 0. Has Quick Claw? Oh, booster energy. Barely used this the whole game, but let's end it. Impossible. Chris. What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally been stopped. You're not really my dad, are you? Look how big you've grown. I'm so proud of you, Sorry, you were alone for so long, Arvin. Dad? Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. What's going on now? Is another army of Pokémon on its way here? It can't be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. Was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Turo's ID. What? Program initializing. Gathering Terrestrial energy. Sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initialized. You're not getting in my way. Challenged by the Paradise Protection Protocol. Miraidon. It's true, our Pokeballs won't work. How are we supposed to battle? Running away would put everyone else in danger. Some crazy electrical signal is jamming the Pokeballs. We can't even open them. Miraidon. change into its battle form. Let's go, Miraidon. You got this. You will fail here, within this garden paradise. Achieve nothing in the end. You're not allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles will be terminated. This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there, Chris. The data says I'm superior. Fall and become a foundation which my dream will be built. You took that hit like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. Can we not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey Chris, your Terra Orb's glowing. Chris, Miraidon, terrestrialize and finish this off. You defeated the Paradise Protection Protocol. You did it! Not going berserk anymore? How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. You're back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome, even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future may await you, I believe you'll be capable of walking whatever paths you choose in for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Chris, and all of you. I'm afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I'm here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the reboots when stopped. What does that mean? I'm sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in the League with your fellows and caring for them. The way you sought strength to better yourself, throwing all you had into your battles. The way you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way you never cease to seek nor fight for a treasure for all your own. And the way you soared free through the very skies on those wings. I wish that I too may be as free as you all, free to seek out which I treasure above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am connected to it. So I've made a decision. I'll use the machine to journey to the world of the future that I've dreamed of. You can't just leave now, right when we finally reach you. I'm not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I'm also cannot deny my desire to see that future for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your own heart race with a thrill of adventure? Arvin, I'm sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your father truly loved you. You can't just go and say it like that now. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Arvin, Maridon, Chris, it's a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. How could you just go? Dad. You okay? Somewhere deep down, I kinda already knew it. That thing was fake, but when it said my name and used his voice and his face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. I guess he's sad too. But that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. You just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. That's my bud Chris for you. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet he's having a real fun adventure in the future. Thanks, Penny. Sorry. What should we do now? You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hey, Chris, not you too. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this. Alright, and that was Pokemon Violet. Finally, after like 5 months. This was a fantastic game, actually, even if it was a little bit underbaked. It just needed more time in the oven to cook, you know?
when you're going down.
But I really enjoyed this adventure.
Reaching out from somewhere beyond the clouds. You make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. Celestial. I see the light shining through the rain. 1,000 colors in a brighter shade. Needed to rise from the lowest place. There's silver lining that surrounds the gray. When I get lost, will it come back round? Things don't look up when you're going down.
But yeah, I haven't finished a Pokemon game since Leaf Green.
Somewhere beyond the clouds, you make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. We were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. The way we notice, that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on and on. You make me feel we were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. You make me feel the way we notice, that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on and on. You make me feel like my troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like I'm drunk on stars and we're dancing out into space. Celestial. We were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. The way we notice, that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and celestial.
Thank you, treasured friends. Calling all students to the director's office. Master Chris, Nimona, Arvin, and Penny. Clavel would like to see you. Looks like the hero's finally here. Would you care to join us, Master Chris? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out. No need for concern. I'm not angry. Merely called you in here for your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the Pokémon from the future from running rampant. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard. I couldn't be prouder. Though your decision to enter the strictly off-limits area was regrettable. You got us there. However, since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Before I forget, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends have received one already, so this is for you. Master Ball. And about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago, that gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor that badge by what it represents and striving always to serve as a model for our fellow students. Splendid. And Master Arvin, I'm sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, yeah, it was rough when I found out my dad died, but weirdly enough, my head actually feels clearer now for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about his research and what he was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, it takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like a lost little kid. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every day till graduation with my buds here in Mabostif, of course. Well said. Of course, I must remind you that you're nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You need to study frantically to catch up. What? And let's not forget our other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though sadly, we can't make your valiant deeds at the crater known to the public, your new champion rank at least should be celebrated throughout the whole school. We should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously, could we not? Classic Nimona. Battle contest, you say? While your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, I think that's a fine idea. Please understand that such a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We have many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusion, but I couldn't help but overhear. The Pokemon League will, of course, be happily lend a hand. La Prima? Well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talent, though it's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer. We get to battle the teachers, and you too, right? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think it's the chairwoman of the school board, as well as the Pokemon League. For real? I mean, she was on a whole nother. I knew she was on a whole nother level, but wow. Thanks for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I'd gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all. But I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work. Come on, can you free up some time somehow? Suppose I'd be able to participate if Champion Chris would lend me a hand with my work. Excellent answer. I'll get straight to it. I'd like you to go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. And they're fulfilling their duties for those aiming to achieve champion rank, whereas brilliance started to fade. To find this out, you must bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their prowess. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally, but do not expect to find any cracks in their armor. Consider it a formality. But this will provide a perfect stage for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. You're gonna have all-out battles with gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny how to patch the weakness in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime that I missed out. Thank you in advance for willing your eager cooperation. I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Excellent. We'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. This is awesome, Chris. Show this inspection thing who's boss. And enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it. I'll take care of filling out the forms and other administrative stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament. It's wonderful to see you showing such initiative. Give it your best, everyone. I guess my role's so obvious it goes without saying. Alright, so I think I'm content with just this being the finale. So thanks for watching and see you guys next time with something else. Bye.